My name is Lacey, and I'm going to talk about my favorite brain part called the hypothalamus. What is the hypothalamus? The hypothalamus is a structure that participates in the regulation of several things, including hunger, thirst, sexual behavior, and aggression. Where is it located? The hypothalamus is a small region of the brain. It is a structure that is found in the diencephalon and is located at the base of the brain and is directly connected to the pituitary gland. The hypothalamus is also part of the limbic system. Hypothalamus actually means below the thalamus, which is where it is located in the brain, below the thalamus. The hypothalamus is the smaller area shaded green in the diagram of the brain. What are the functions of the hypothalamus? The main function of the hypothalamus is to keep the body in homeostasis as much as possible. Homeostasis means a healthful, balanced bodily state. The body is always trying to achieve this balance. When someone has feelings of hunger, this is their brain's way of saying that they need more nutrients to achieve homeostasis. The hypothalamus actually acts as the connector between the endocrine system and nervous systems to achieve this. It plays a part in several essential functions of the body, such as body temperature, thirst, appetite and weight control, emotions, sleep cycles, sex drive, childbirth, blood pressure and heart rate, production of digestive juices, and balancing bodily fluids. As different parts of the body and different systems send signals to the brain, they alert the hypothalamus to any unbalanced factors that need addressing. Then the hypothalamus responds by releasing the right hormones into the bloodstream to balance out the body. The three regions of the hypothalamus. The hypothalamus has three main regions. Each one contains different nuclei. These regions are clusters of neurons that provide vital functions such as releasing hormones. The first region is the anterior region, which is also known as the supraoptic region. Its major nuclei include the supraoptic and paraventricular nuclei, with several other smaller nuclei as well. The nuclei in the anterior region are largely involved in the secretion of various hormones. Some of the most important hormones that are released are corticotropin-releasing hormone, thyrotropin-releasing hormone, gonadotropin-releasing hormone, oxytocin, vasopressin, and somatostatin. The anterior region helps regulate body temperature through sweat and also maintains circadian rhythms. The middle region is also called the tuberal region, and its major nuclei are the ventromedial and accruent nuclei. The ventromedial nucleus helps control appetite, while the accruent nuclei is involved in releasing growth hormone-releasing hormone. Growth hormone-releasing hormone stimulates the pituitary gland to release growth hormone. This is responsible for development and growth of the human body. The posterior region is also known as the mammillary region, and the main nuclei are the posterior hypothalamic nuclei and the mammillary nuclei. The posterior hypothalamic nuclei helps to regulate body temperature by blocking sweat production and causing shivering. The role of the mammillary nuclei is less clear, however, doctors believe it is involved in memory function. Conditions of the hypothalamus. There are several things that can cause hypothalamus dysfunctions, including head injuries, certain genetic disorders such as growth hormone deficiency, birth defects involving the brain or hypothalamus, tumors in or around the hypothalamus, surgery involving the brain, eating disorders such as anorexia or bulimia, and autoimmune disorders. Hunger and the hypothalamus. Within the hypothalamus, there are nerve cells, and when they are activated, they produce the sensation of hunger. They do this by producing two proteins called neuropeptide Y and a Gaudy-related peptide. Very close to those nerve cells is another set of nerves that powerfully inhibits hunger. These two proteins that inhibit hunger are cocaine and amphetamine regulated transcript and melanocyte stimulating hormone. These two sets of nerve cells initiate and send hunger signals to other areas of the hypothalamus, so whether you feel inclined to eat or not depends on the balance of the activity between these two sets of neurons. So what determines which set of neurons dominates at any given time? The activity is mainly controlled by hormones that circulate in the blood. These come from tissues in various parts of the body that deal with energy intake and storage, including the gut, which receives and digests the food, the fat, which stores the energy, and the pancreas, which makes hormones that are involved in energy storage, such as insulin. Temperature regulation and the hypothalamus. The preoptic area of the hypothalamus, as well as adjacent areas of the anterior hypothalamus and septal area, manages the appropriate responses to higher core temperatures such as panting, sweating, and dilation of blood vessels. The posterior hypothalamus is responsible for the initiation of responses to cooler core temperatures such as constriction of blood vessels and shivering.